got the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock support here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To throw, it's Beck. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Oh, look out! Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the route is on.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Option is
ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, Short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move on. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Entering play call
Georgia going up tempo.
There are 6
It's hard to
categories.
imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had...
The expressway is wide open. The 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Georgia. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty.
Auction is set.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. The give and tick, 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 tick. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line.
Max protect.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Max protect.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
Option is set.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Smashes ahead. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Urasek. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical.
Back to pass, it's Beck. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That's caught. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown.
Throws toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on off.
And that is his 5th interception. A nightmare he is not waking up from. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to...
Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to...
Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Milroe. Keeps looking downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day.